Alright guys, welcome to the Ishake Adventures channel. Wow, my lighting's terrible. Anyways, finally gonna do this white-lipped tree frog episode that I've been wanting to do. I've just struggled to find a white-lipped tree frog, which is weird because usually I can find them pretty easily. But before I went to work, I found a white-lipped tree frog. Didn't have time to film the video, unfortunately. I know, I was choosing work over frogs at Domino's of all places. Anyways, I let him go in a specific area and I'm hoping he stayed there. So we'll see. I kind of have an idea of an area where one is. If not, walk around, hopefully try to find one. And if we don't, this footage will never be found. So, start over here. I'm just going to put my headlamp on. Alright, I guess I could have just stopped recording, but there's fun in that. Anyways, I set him in this plant right here. Oh, and he's gone. Okay. I figured this would happen. Oh, he's not. Nice. Okay. Hey, dude. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, are we gonna get a cool jump? Oh, yeah. Just keep sitting just like that. And we'll talk about him. Give me 1 second. I have some notes that I'm pulling up. You know, I do research. I find that I learn better if I'm doing something or if I'm watching something. So I did the research and the reading so you didn't have to. And yeah, we'll get some cool shots of this. Jeez. Okay, so actually we're gonna have to go catch this frog. Guess that adds, I'll walk through a spider web. Guess that adds a coolness to it. Jeez, they jump so, I guess we're getting some cool jumping shots. 1, 2, 3. Got it. I know it seems rough. I'm actually being super gentle, believe it or not. Alright, dude. Alright, thanks. Well, it's so cool that frogs don't bite, but dude, I've gotta, yeah. Go on, jump. Jeez. Okay, we'll see if he stays there. I guess the lighting's actually just awful though. With the shadow, everything. Alright, dude, it's not gonna work for you to be there. Here. Got you again. Just, no. Okay, yeah. That works completely fine. All I'm doing is, I'm just gonna look at you for a second. Jeez, the shadow of this GoPro is just ridiculous. Alright, and I have 8% on this GoPro, so oh, I hate the shadow that this thing's doing. You guys don't understand. Why is it gonna do that? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to workshop this as I'm recording. It's very challenging. How do I eliminate this shadow? Do I just stand up? It's better if I just, no, the shadow. Okay, I'm gonna actually go get an extra light. I'll merge these two. I'll be right back. Alright, I've set up a light. And yeah, we'll talk about frogs. So first we're gonna talk about frogs as like a whole. Then we'll go into more detail about white-lipped tree frog specifically. But very, very cool frog. So, what is a frog? It is an amphibian, obviously, and a frog. In the amphibian class, I guess you have toads, frogs, oxalotls, newts, and salamanders. Don't believe I'm missing anything there, but I might be. But an amphibian is a cold-blooded vertebrate that can live in water and on land. So, most of them start their life as tadpoles. They hatch out from eggs in pools of water and have gills and spend their entire time as tadpoles in the water. And then as they turn into a frog and grow their legs and everything, they lose those gills. As you can see, there are no gills on a frog, and they start spending their time on land. Some live by water. This is a tree frog, so stays in the trees. There is an exception to that though. The koki frog, an invasive frog in Hawaii, I'm pretty sure it's a South American frog, but they hatch out of the eggs as full-grown frogs. That's why they're such a big problem, because they mass produce so fast and easily. Frogs are mostly insectivores, but tadpoles are actually herbivores, and so they might eat a fruit fly here and there, but they're feeding on algae and plant matter as tadpoles, and then as they grow to adults, kind of like a bearded dragon, except I guess opposite. Bearded dragons start as insect eaters and then turn into more of vegetable eaters. But yeah, it's pretty cool. they drink and breathe through their skin. So you can see how just moist that skin is. I know for those of you who hate the word moist, I apologize. But, so everything has just decided to go wrong, and both my GoPro batteries are dead, and it died in the middle of my sentence. But not to worry, I do have a phone that we can use to continue. But yes, they drink and breathe through their skin. And so if you keep frogs, that's why you spray down the enclosure. Not only get that humidity up, but so that they can drink. They will drink through their mouths, but it's not super often. And then, yeah, they breathe through their skin, which is really cool. And then everyone thinks frogs are slimy. It's actually not a slime. It is a mucus. So a little bit different, but kind of basically the same thing. And these frogs are found on every single continent except Antarctica. Let's see if we can get a cool face shot real quick. Oh, I love that white lip. So this is a white-lipped tree frog. Again, you can tell it's a white-lipped tree frog by that lip and these bands right down here. And also, apparently, the eyes. So they have that really cool iris that's gold. Use if I block the light, though, you can't really see it. But yeah, gold eyes. Very, very pretty frog. Their scientific name is Littoria infrafrenata. I think I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering it, though. It is the largest species of frog in the world and found only in Australia, in and around Cape York, down to Townsville, and in Queensland. Don't ask me any more about location. I just moved here. I actually don't really know where those places are, but Queensland, think of that. The males have a green throat. So we'll see. So this one is a male, and you can see that just by that green throat, which is really, really cool. And during breeding season, which apparently it is, I actually did not know that, that stripe, I don't know if you can see, it has a pinkish hue to it. So it's breeding season. This is a male frog. That's how you identify male white-lipped tree frogs, which is super cool. Also, tree frogs are different than other frogs. They actually have a joint in their finger. I'm seeing if I can see it. That is actually like a hook. So, and it's only in the front too. It's not in the legs. Oh, he's letting me get super close. I believe it's that pointer finger right there. You can see how it's a little bit longer than the others and has like that weird little hook. They use that to climb. They also have the pads in their feet, just for extra climbing, sort of like a gecko. But I love how close he's letting me get without like jumping or anything. The fingers are half webbed, whereas the toes are fully webbed. So I don't know if you can see the tops of the fingers. They're kind of webbed. I guess you can see it a little bit there. Whereas the feet, which he's doing a great job at tucking in his feet to where I can't see them. But this is a cool angle. You can see they're fully webbed right there, which is very, very cool. Very interesting fact I did not know. They can reach up to 13.5 centimeters. Don't ask me the conversion on that. I'm barely figuring out as being like, if you can't tell by my accent, I am from the States. So being from the States, I actually have had to learn all the like measurements here. That's very confusing. I definitely don't know the conversions, but I'm figuring that out. As I've already said, the pupil is horizontal and the iris is gold. It's super cool. Tadpoles take about 2.5 months to develop and sometimes reach 6 centimeters as tadpoles, which is huge for tadpoles. So they have really big tadpoles and then turn into be really big frogs, or biggest tree frogs. I guess they're not the largest species of frog. They're the largest species of tree frog, because I know for a fact bullfrogs get much bigger than this. So I said that earlier, that they're the largest species of frog. They're the largest species of tree frog, which is different. It's kind of a little more specific. Tadpoles also have those stripes on the legs, except they're running all the way from the snout all the way down to their tail. So if you ever find tadpoles in the wild, you get close enough to see that stripe. It is a white-lipped tree frog, but you do also have to be in the right area. I don't know if other tadpoles have stripes, but breeding takes place from late spring to summer and into the wet season. So it's actually kind of a late breeding season for them to have that pink stripe. I guess we are just coming out of summer though, and so I guess it's technically still breeding season, and we did have a wet week the other week. Oh, are we gonna get a cool jump? Possibly. So yeah, that's some basic tree frog or white-lipped tree frog, and I guess amphibian frog, white-lipped tree frog information. I am repeating myself a lot during this, but I love these guys. Hey dude, you don't have to hang out here. I'll take you back to where I found you actually. It's gonna be I'm gonna have to get my headlamp on again, which should be fun. And then we'll go release him and see where he goes. That way I don't move him and then he has to move to the opposite side of the yard. So 1 second, I'll be back and we'll move him back to where we found him. See if we see any more actually. All right, we're back. You can see the lighting isn't as good as it was during that, but that's just because I'm using a pretty cheap headlight. We are on a budget here, and I do work at Domino's part-time and at Hartley's. So it's not like I'm just a pizza delivery driver. I do get to work with animals, which makes living here so much more worth it. But enough about like that weird rant. Anyways, I'm on a budget, bought a cheap headlight. That's why the lighting is pretty bad. So we're gonna catch this frog now. It looks rough when I catch him. I am being super gentle because frog skin is fragile and you don't want to damage that slime coat. It looks a lot rougher than it is. I can tell you with the amount of grip I'm doing, I am not hurting this frog at all. And I'm moving him to a better place. So key with catching frogs, oh, is he gonna jump? Is to be fast and to not hesitate and to, I guess, hold on, but you don't want to squeeze. So 1, 2, 3. Got him. Got him right around there. He's unable to, it's so cute. He's unable to wiggle out now because I have his like legs. But again, there's no force whatsoever. Well, hopefully there's not a wasp nest on that. When I was looking for these the other night, I flipped over a leaf and there was a wasp nest there. And I am terrified of wasps. They're my big fear. And so, oh, here's a cool shot of their actual like webbed feet compared to their toes. You can see that. And yes, that is the hook toe that I was talking about. You can see how it's hooked onto my finger. It's pretty cool. All right. Finally, we'll get a video out. It'll be sick. I guess the videos are just whenever we have time. We're super busy and doing our best. But, yeah. All right. So I found him right on these leaves. I remember it was these leaves because they're spiky, and I found him on this one. There you go, dude. So yeah, there's another awesome shot of their webbed feet. And then you can see their toes, how they are half webbed. But hey dude, we're gonna jump again. Oh, yeah. So I'll leave him alone. I'll go get the other flashlight and spotlight a bit. So, but I will do the outro here in case we don't find anything. So thank you so much for watching this episode. It was so fun to make. If you have any other animals you kind of want an in-depth educational video about, let me know. Hopefully they're in Queensland. Look up Queensland reptiles that you want to see, and I'll do my best to do it. I've got a few other plans, but it's just finding the time to find and film them. But yeah, thank you, dude, for being so cool. I'm gonna name you Luigi. All right. I'll see you guys in the next adventure. No, I can't. I keep loving to say that because it's a Shake Adventures, but I can't steal Brave Wilderness's tagline. So, I'll see you when I see you again. That'll be the outro from now on. Bye, guys. All right, guys, here's the extra little spotlighting thing for white-lipped tree frogs. I like to start at the back of my yard. That leaf over here is one I flipped over. I wonder if you can, ow. Yeah. Jeez, you can see it. Are there really no wasps in here? That explains why I didn't get stung, but you can see that little white thing. It's the hornet's nest. It was a terror to stumble upon, but there are no wasps in there. So I could have looked for the frog here. There is one that likes to sneak into our bathroom. So I always like to check over here just to see if I can spot them. But they do move quite a bit. All right, let me start here. Again, super cluttered backyard. It's not my place. Been staying here for a little bit. But it's the perfect spot for all sorts of reptiles. I am super surprised I have not found any snakes here, but we'll see. I always like to check these plants, and it is sometimes really, they blend in very well, even though they are a bright green frog. But once you know sort of what you're looking for, you can usually spot them. I just haven't found one over here in a couple months, but when I first found out they were in this backyard, I found them over here, and like 2 or 3 of them. So they have moved on to other yards. unfortunately. And I did see a baby today, or maybe not a baby, but a young frog today. I caught him and then I dropped him and he escaped. But that was just a bad hold on my part. So I'm just checking everywhere for him. As you can see, the frog that we found in the video was pretty low, which was very surprising. And we got those really cool jumps. But you didn't ignore the loud TV that's in the background. This locust is here. So I guess we found something cool. Oh, there's one. Sorry, I was waiting for the car. I believe this is a male by the stripe being a little pink. But I'll check the throat real quick. And yes, you can see that green throat. Hi, dude. Jeez, so many cars. So yeah, I've actually found a frog sitting here a couple times. It's cool to see him again. So that's 2 so far. We'll keep walking, looking around. I always check the trees because I've seen him up there. Caught him from up there too. And it's all about just kind of moving slow and letting your eyes adjust to your surroundings. As you see, I walked past that one. And just because I looked back and saw something green on the fence, I was able to find a frog. Very cool. So I'm not seeing anything else so far. Oh, I also found the 2 little bugs earlier today. And I guess they're just camping out right there. Great frog food if they were to find them. But a little bit too big for me to feed them. I'm sure they would eat them. Maybe yeah. But I won't ruin a little grasshopper's life just to make a video right now. All right. I think that might wrap it up. I'll see if our little dude hung around so we can at least see one more frog. Yes, he did. He's actually on the move. Hey dude, are we gonna get a cool jump? That's so cool. Don't worry, I'm not gonna catch you again. I'm just looking around. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little extra content finding the frogs. I enjoyed filming it. That's 2 for tonight, 3 for today, which is very cool. And I am gonna this is actually the last video of this backyard. So hopefully at the next property, we also have some cool animals in the backyard. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in the, which one? What did I say? I'll see you next time. Something like that. See you in the next one. Yeah. Bye.